Has your partner ever asked this question and lately showed you some unnecessarily big blueberry plush she or he likes? Well, in that case, you're not alone, cause you and me, we're going to go through the process of making one to surprise our loved one. To start such a project, let's break it down to smaller tasks, which are making a sphere, making the leaves, and yes, I know that blueberries don't have leaves attached to them, and making the calyx, and yes, that is a word for the bottom of a blueberry or any berry. To make a sphere, I found this video which perfectly explains how to make a pattern for cutouts. I will leave a link to it below the video. So to keep it short, firstly you choose a diameter and then you calculate a perimeter out of it. In my case, I chose a 20 cm diameter which has roughly 60 cm perimeter. Then you choose from how many parts your sphere will be made. I chose 4 parts. Then you draw a rectangle. One side is equal to half of the perimeter and the other side is equal to the perimeter divided by how many parts you have chosen to use. In my case, it's 30 by 15 centimeters. Then from the middle of the 15 centimeter side to the middle of the 30 centimeter side, we draw a circle and vice versa. Then, through the points where those circles meet, we draw a line and we mark a point where this line and the center line of the rectangle intersect. Now this point is the center of our circle, and from the middle of the 30 centimeter side, we start drawing a part of a circle. We do the same from the other side and the cutout is basically done. The last step here is we add some distance. In my case, it's 7 millimeters, and we draw the outer layer so we would give some space for sewing. So I have bought 3 kinds of fabric. I have bought the blue thing for the blueberry and it's very soft. I bought green for the leaves. Okay, so that's kind of a problem. And I bought this for the inner filling, but oh my god, everything's green now. Oh jeez. After I cleaned up everything from the green fabric, I cut out 4 pieces from the fabric. With them, I will make the inner sphere, which will be filled with something heavy. Oh, and I haven't told you this. It has to be heavy because it's a plushie and also a doorstop. Why? Well, it's funny you ask. Shortly, it's because... I think this is not the explanation you were looking for. To make the outer layer, I chose to use 7 pieces. And remember, I talked about the calyx. Well, now it's time to act. As you can see from this totally not improvised pattern I made, which kind of reminds me of a fish, I made that tail for calyx, and I will connect everything with this circle. After fastly stitching 2 sides together, this is how it looks. And it's quite good, because it's not just a sphere, it has a tail which will be perfect for calyx. I say it's time to sew these totally not improvised cutouts. In hindsight, I would leave even a bigger tail for the calyx. So I left open the top, the calyx, and one side. First of all, this looks now very nice. One thing I have done is I put a pit. I think not a pit. The thing I will show you now on the screen now. We talked about it. It's calyx you have with that blueberries have on the bottom. For leaves, I have improvised some cutouts, and I have to warn you, don't make the leaves too small because you won't be able to pull them out. So I did some overnight off-camera sewing, and look, now I have the inner shell of the berry, the outer shell of the berry, and the leaves. And after sewing the leaves, you can see that the green stuff is everywhere. Now I need to get the filling for the inner shell, preferably something heavy like rocks. So rocks, as you can see, from these choices, the small black ones would be perfect. However, there is a problem. They only sell 20 kilogram bags and I don't need that much, so let's look for alternatives. Instead of some sort of small rocks, what I bought are peas. A lot of peas. Let's try to fill it and see what happens. So 3 bags were not nearly enough, and what I had to do is buy some more. And let me tell you, each bag weighs 800 grams. So in the end, the blueberry weighs 4 kilograms. Then I just sew it closed. And the pea bag, sounds weird. Well, maybe I'll just call it a bean bag, is finally done. So I made 3 leaves and I have put them in a stack. Then I sewed a stack onto the blueberry shell and it actually looks very nice. Now the last thing I need to do is put the bean bag into the blueberry shell and sew the blueberry shell closed, and that's what I'm going to do. And now, while I sew the shell closed, I want to thank my patrons who support me on this journey. And so, I say thank you because you're literally helping me create these videos. And now, without a further ado, so now I will reenact me giving blueberry to my girlfriend. Here, I made this for you. Oh my god, that's so adorable and cute, and I love it so much. And I love you so much. You know this makes you hot? Well, I kinda made the last part up. Actually, to be more precise, I made it all up because if you remember, she was the one who wanted the blueberry in the first place, so of course she already knew I was making it. But yes, she actually liked it very much. She liked it so much she took it on a journey to the city.